Another feature of macroeconomics is interdependence. Yes, in macroeconomics, we study interdependence of aggregate economic variables. Yes, aggregate economic variables taken at aggregate level, totality level. And interdependence is they are related to each other. So in macroeconomics, we take into consideration the relationship between different aggregate economic variables like total investment, total output, total income, general price level of the commodity. So all these variables are related to each other. It's another feature of macroeconomics. We don't separate them. Now, I'll explain this within greater detail in the context of microeconomics. In microeconomics, what we do, we take separate all other variables, try to study one variable. Right? So, the relationship between different variables and how those different variables affect each other is not being studied in microeconomics. But on the contrary, in macroeconomics, we try to understand the whole economy as one. We try to study the economy as a whole. So, we try to understand the functional relationship and interdependence of different variables on each other and how changes in one variable affects the other, and then in turn the next one. All these are studied together. Let us take an example. Let's say there is an increase in overall investment of the nation or aggregate investment in the nation. What will happen? As the aggregate investment will increase, automatically it will lead to increase in the aggregate output, which in turn will lead into increase in the aggregate employment, which in turn will lead into increase in national income, in turn which will lead to growth of the nation. So overall growth of the economy. So how now understand how this investment is linked to output, employment, income, overall growth. So all those variables are studied together. Their interrelationship has been studied together, and hence in macroeconomics we study interdependence.